Greetings and welcome everyone to episode 31 of our SevTech playthrough that we are just grinding out here. Well, I did a little research and I found a few things because I wanted to understand what the crystals meant, right? Like, let's say this crystal right here, because we dug it up, but we don't really understand what the size, purity, and cutting means. So I decided to figure out how that works and what makes a better crystal in terms of the rock crystals. So let's look here in our guide. We got our guide here, and I was looking at some other stuff, but that's no big deal. What we're going to do here is we're going to go down here to rock crystal properties, and let's get a deeper understanding. Almost every newly mined rock crystal is unique. They vary in size, purity, and shape. They seem to be no way to determine what those will be during the mining process. While increasing the purity of rock crystals does not seem to be possible at the moment, grinding off small bits of them with a grindstone to form them into a more suitable shape seems to be easy enough. So, with that understanding, we can actually change them a little bit by grinding them off here. But it doesn't look like we're going to be able to change the purity. So I grabbed the greatest purity one I have, and we're going to use that to see if we can make it better. Now, one of the first things we can do to make it better is increase its size. And that's pretty simple and pretty easy. Let me show you how that's done. We're basically going to need a bucket of Starlight. And I figured this out by accident, but at least I figured it out. And then what we want to do is we want to throw our rock crystal in there and then give it some Starlight. And you'll notice some particle effects start to happen. You see it there? And then you're going to wait for the Starlight to disappear, and then you're going to pick up your rock crystal. Now, if you remember, that one was pretty low on the size, but you'll notice that it'll be much bigger. It was like 190 something. But it'll be much better this time around when it comes done. Now, while that's working, I want to tell you a little bit more about the grindstone. The grindstone can be used for quite a bit of things, but one of the best things I found to use it for was the black quartz. The black quartz on the grindstone gives you an 85% chance to double it. Let me show you what I mean. So if I go in here and I look up the grindstone, right? Let me see here if I can bring up the recipes for it. I sure can here. Let's see if I can find the one for black quartz here. Let's see, scrolling through here. Should come up with a secondary chance. See, like, a lot of these have a secondary chance. So if I find this one, it's got a secondary chance. Here you go, black quartz, secondary chance for an 85% output. Now it does the same thing for sulfur dust. Now I ran across some sulfur, but I'm not quite sure how I got it. And I guess the same thing for Certus quartz dust, but we don't have access to that yet. And a lot of other unfamiliar items. Like if we ever run across star metal ore, it has an 85% chance to give us an extra one. But we'll be using the star metal ore for something else soon. But it's nice to have these double outputs for all these different things. Because we got also different types of ore here. We got niter, you know, the usual stuff that you can luckily get. Even coal dust has a secondary output chance, which is pretty nice. And I guess a few of these other ones do too, if you're going for that sort of thing. There's quite a few in there. Even redstone has a secondary chance for double output, which I don't know if that would be 5 or 8, but that'd be pretty interesting either way. Definitely interesting. Crushed lapis gives an extra one, but we don't really have silk touch this time that I'm aware of. So let's see how we're doing over here. It looks like all the liquid is drained. And let's look at our crystal. Our crystal's now 236. And that's pretty good. So let's try again. The max I found is 400. Oh, looks like we had a breakage here. Let's see, how much do we have left in there? Yeah, we got enough to throw up another one. So let's do it. Let's do it. They burn through crystals. It's not super fast, thankfully. But I have a lot of this liquid starlight. It's pretty easy to come by once I was able to accumulate it, which I'm quite proud of here. So we'll drop that down in there and we'll let it go again. It doesn't take very long, just takes a couple minutes. If even that. I'm not entirely sure how long it takes. I assume it's similar to the other stuff and it's random. And that randomness is pretty good. So we're getting these rock crystals up, and I'm not even sure if the stats that it increases by is random or not. So I do have one crystal in here that I have been messing with, which is this one. I put its cutting up to 30. So how that works is, if you look at it, we're 389, 51, 30, right? You drop it here in the grind. So I did this with one other one, and I just ground it, and then it popped after like 5 grinds, and I was like, what did I do? but that's how it works. So you grind it. I grind it like 2, maybe 3 times and then take it off and check it, because you got to check it. Because you'll notice that, look at the size already. It's gone down almost 100. The cutting went up 10, but the size went down. If the size reaches 0, it just explodes. So that's why you use the Starlight to increase its size, so you can keep increasing its cutting. And you'll notice that at this time, like I said in the book, the purity does not change. So what I'll do here is I'll bathe this one in Starlight at some point and keep going with it. But let's get to our experimented one here. Let's see what we can do here. It's already at 3, 36, 90, 80. So let's see if we can increase that sucker. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Grab it. And you'll notice it's 299, 90, and 19. It went up 10%, which is just what we wanted it to do. So let's do it again here. So let's see. 1, 2. Let's take it off here. There we go. 263. 29, 90. So it just keeps going up. That cutting edge keeps going up. Now, I assume that the benefit to this is it's used to assist it in some way. So I crafted something without necessarily knowing what was going on. I made this crystal pickaxe, right? And if you look at it, just a regular pickaxe for the most part, but it doesn't use any regular durability when breaking things, but its cutting edge goes down. Now, the thing about it is the cutting edge on this one isn't the best, because I used low quality gems on purpose in a lot of ways to test and see what it was. But it's only gone down 3% on its cutting, while it's broken 560 blocks. And you look at that mining speed. That mining speed is 20. That is just astronomical. It's just huge. So what I plan to do is I plan to make a better one. I have quite a few really nice gems. I got an 81 here, and I've got a 75, I got an 88. So what I plan to do is I'm going to bathe these all together, and I'm going to make myself a really killer pickaxe. And then of course I'm going to make myself probably a sword and maybe a shovel, which I think would be really, really nice. So the goal is to take these and bathe them, and or not bathe them, but yeah, basically bathe them in this to get their size up, and then sharpen them on the grindstone, and rinse and repeat and rinse and repeat till you get it all done. And then once you get them all done, then you're going to craft it here in the luminous crafting table, because that's where you have to craft it. It can't be crafted outside the luminous crafting table like so. So you'll notice that it requires you to put it in here as such. Now, the attuned ones, they are even higher. We haven't gotten any of those yet, but I assume that they're coming, hopefully. And they have properties of their own. So it'll be pretty nice, because you can see size 900. That's pretty doggone good. Now, the next thing I want to do is, we're going to look at this here. We're at 263. I think we can get another grind or 2 out of it before I have to rebathe it here. I don't want it to get too low, but we're at 40% already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it another bath here. We're going to keep going with this. I'm going to get this sucker up as high as I can. See if we can get all the way to 100. I'm not sure we can, but we're definitely going to try. And one of the other things I want to work on during this process is being able to get the next crafting table, which is called the crafting altar. If you look here in our JEI, it's the Starlight crafting altar. Now we can make this because we have rock crystals, we have liquid starlight, we have the whole 9 yards, but I don't think we need a high quality rock crystal, so we need to go get another one. So I'm going to go grab another one, and then I will be right back. So I'm back up here now. Our crystal's ready. Let's pick it up. Let's see how much it gained here. Look at that. It's back up to 314. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Now it'll cap out at 400, and that size will change color. And I'll show you that. I have one downstairs that's just like that was when I was doing my experimenting. So it should work out fairly well. So I brought up this one that really, until I know how to change purity, is just not the best one. So we're going to use that one to craft this altar. So let's look in here at the requirements for this altar. We're going to need 4 pillars and 4 chiseled marble. Now to make the pillars, I think it's just an up and down. Yep, it sure is, and you'll get 2 out of it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take it and go like so. We need to grab our wand, and do a little abracadabra, and it shall do its little particle effects and whatnot and give us what we need. Now while we're doing that, we need to gather a bucket of Starlight to use for this. Man, this thing gets full fast. Yep, sure does. Okay, so we got our pillars now. So our pillars are gonna go something like this with the Starlight in the middle, I think. And then our not so good crystal there. And I think it needed 2 of these, if I remember correctly. Ah, perfect. We got it figured out without too much difficulty. Now, we're gonna smack it pretty good, because I'm assuming this one's gonna take a lot. Oh my goodness, it's got particle effects in excess. Very nice. Very nice. I want to see how much it consumes of our reservoir here. Because that's really what we're doing. We're increasing the size of our reservoir by getting this better crafting altar here. It'll be awfully nice to be able to use it. It's taking its time too. Oh my goodness. Wow. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't think I'm missing something. No. Maybe it just takes some time. Oh wow. Well, let's look at our book real quick. That might be the next step here. Thought I knew what I was doing when I read up on it, but maybe not. So let's see here. The Starlight focusing ability of the luminous crafting table and addition of a Starlight reservoir makes it a significant upgrade to a normal crafting table. However, even that can be improved upon. The table can be engineered into a large altar with extensions designed to capture Starlight and Oh dang! Was that it? You learned a new attunement. Your vision expanded. Did I get it? Oh wow! Look at that. My table looks way different. Whoa. I wonder if I break it if it's still the altar, because I want to put it out here with the extension that we need. But that is pretty awesome. You learned more about attunement. Nice. And we got the Starlight upgrade. Upgrade the luminous table to the next tier. Aside from the table, you'll need to construct a structure to begin the crafting process. Consult the Astral Sorcery Journal's exploration section. Yep, that's what we were doing. So, looking at that, that's pretty freaking sweet. Now let's look at the exploration section, which I assume we just expanded our knowledge on. And let's go back to where we were. In order to focus enough Starlight to actually make use of the extensions, however, a large Starlight collection structure made of various types of marble is required. Okay, that's pretty easy. So this is what it is. It requires quite a bit, and it says not much, but I think it takes quite a bit. So let's go over here and let's look at this. It is definitely going to take a little bit of work for us to make this, and I gathered some extra marble just so we'd have enough to be able to make it work. So pretty simple what we got to do here in terms of being able to craft all or put this all together, but at least we have a nice nifty little diagram to help us through it. So what I want to do here is oh, and if you go over the little star here, it'll tell you exactly what each piece is. So I'm not sure what the arches are, but I think they're the ones that go around the outside. So let's look here. Let's see if we can pick this thing up first. So we can. Oh, good. Starlight crafting altar. Very nice. So we still have a regular gem here. I'm going to grind it up a little bit more. And hopefully... Okay, let's pull it off there. Okay, we're up to 57% now. And 280. So let's do it again here. Let's pull it off there. Okay, 67% and 254. Let's douse it. Oh, we don't have a bucket anymore. We gotta go make another bucket. I didn't realize it would actually consume the bucket. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna be right back once I have made a new bucket. So I'm back with my bucket here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab some Starlight. And we're pretty much going to throw our crystal in there again with our Starlight and let it go to town. So, anyway, back to what we were doing here. We are going to need to set up the basis for our crafting, but the problem is, I don't know if we can use this luminous or this Starlight crafting altar without its big setup. Okay, so let's see here, because I forgot I need to craft a few things. Like these blocks here. And they... Okay, so it will work. I just need to smack it with the rod here. I can't tell where it's at, though, in terms of ability. But it's still working, so that's all that matters, right? So it made the 21 of these that we needed. And then I'm trying to get all the items we're going to need to be able to build this before I start building it. Like the pillars, we're going to need 8 pillars, which is pretty easy. We'll make those real quick, like. And that's pretty much just going to be 4 and 4 here. Like so. And smack it again. While that's going, we need, what are those? 28 marble arches. So that's going to be somewhere around, I gotta figure out how to make those. Marble arches, let's see here. Marble arches is 3 pieces of marble across, and you'll get 3 of them, so we need 10. Like so. Oh, we're gonna need a few more than that. To get the numbers we want, like so. And do it again. Let's see if it consumes. It doesn't really look like it's consuming much. Interesting. So we have the sooty marble, we have the marble pillars, we have the archways. Let's see, what else are we gonna need here? We need chiseled marble, we'll need 8 of those. So let's do that real quick. So let's see, chiseled marble. Chiseled marble was... What was chiseled marble? I have to look that up. I totally forgot. Let's see. Chiseled marble. Okay. So 4 will give me 4. And how many do I need? Chiseled marble. I need 8. So I only need to do it twice. Very easy. There we go. It's very interesting how Astral Sorcery adds in all of its own crafting mechanics through its own specific device, which is okay. I'm not faulting it for it. It has another layer of immersion to it. So okay, we got our 8 chiseled marble, our 28 archway. We need our 24 bricks. We need our 24 bricks. Okay, can I make those here, or do I have to make them in the table? I can make them here. I need 24 of them. I got 28 by accident. Bummer. Let's see, can we turn them back? No, but it turns them into more marble bricks. Okay. Oh well, so we have more than enough of everything we need. I think. Let's double check our list here, because we got the sooty, we got the pillars. Okay, we should be good. So it's 4 high, 9 wide, because it's 9 by 9 with 4 high. So let's go make this, because I assume, yep, it's black in the middle, and we'll start with that. So let's break this down, and let's build our new fangled altar here. So let's grab our city first. What we're going to do here is we're going to put it right there. We're going to look at our diagram to make sure. Because we're going to go out 1 each direction, I think. Yep. Let's start with that. Like so. And then what we want to do is build a 2x2 off of those. So that means... Oh, we gotta finish it first. Okay. And then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I got this, I think. 1, 2, 3. And then... I think that's exactly how it's supposed to look. There we go. Not doing too bad. Now we know that the arches solely go on the outside. Like so. I put those lights there in a way to help be decent markers, which they're doing greatly here. And there we go, we got those in place. Now let's look and see what is next. I think the chiseled marble is cornered like this. And then what we do is we're going to have 2 pillars here, like so. This is where it creates the 4 high. And then on top of that is going to go this, like so. I think this is what it's supposed to look like. Okay. So let's double check our guide here. And I think I'm right. That looks correct to me. And then the only spaces left open is where the bricks go. So let's drop them down into place, the marble bricks. And then we'll set our altar into place. Hopefully it lets me know that it's correct. More so than just, you know, oh, it worked. So let's see here. We'll lay down our altar here. And we'll see how this goes. Oh, there we go. See that? Perfect. Now you can tell that it is working because you can definitely see a different color in the reservoir. Now that's pretty awesome. It's definitely awesome. So we're gonna have to, we'll spruce this up a little bit at some point, but this definitely is exactly where we wanted it. It's filling up our altar slowly, 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 and the sun's going down already. Oh shoot, we forgot about our crystal. Whew, that sucker could have disappeared. That sucker could have disappeared. Okay, so we're at 90 and 67. Let's keep working on that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be enough. Ooh, that was pushing it. Okay, 269, 83. Wow, we're doing good. Let's do it one more time. Should be able to reach that 100%. Oh man, we're at 90 already. Okay, so we're gonna liquid this sucker up with some Starlight. We'll drop it down in there. Throw in some liquid. We're gonna let that soak in for a bit. Is this one full? Yeah, that one's full, so it doesn't really need another crystal. We have plenty of Starlight. This system is working out quite well to help us out. Now I wonder if I can put torches down on this without it changing on me. So let's see. We're getting quite full here, so I could put torches here. As long as it isn't going to affect the multi-block structure. It didn't. Good. We'll take those torches back out of there. We have some nice leftover stuff. We'll set it over here in the chest. Because it's all going to work out in the end, I assume. Some extra marbles. There we go. Don't need that cluttering up our inventory. But now, we have the multi-block structure. So, we should use it. What I want to make is, I think we can make this lens. I'm not quite sure how. Oh, we need glass. We can't get the glass yet. We can't get the glass lenses yet. Because they require the Starlight infuser, which is just regular a pane of glass. Which we really... yeah. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, but what can we do here? So, what can we do? What we're probably going to end up doing... I know I wanted it for something. Now I just can't remember what it was. Because there was something I wanted to make. But, oh well. I will figure it out. And we'll do it. I'm sure we will. There's all these different interesting things to be able to use in this mod. So, but anyway, on to bigger and greater things here. Let's check on our crystal. It should be close to being done. In fact, it is done. And so we're at 360, 90, 90. Let's see if we can go above 90 for its cut here. I just want to see. We'll pull it off there. That should be 100% of its cut. So that means it's maxed out now on its cut. So that means all we gotta do is max out its size, and it will be a dang near perfect gem. Oops. There we go. Throw it in the water there. And it should be good. Now what I want to do is, we have those clusters we made downstairs. I think they're about ready. I'm going to go check on them. I'm going to set up the next few up here, as long as they work out the way we wanted them to. And it'll be good. Then I'm going to go mine some more probably so that we can continue to do that because they cost a crystal each time I do it. And down we go. So if you'll notice, there's a small amount of white particles coming off of them, and they haven't changed in a bit, so that's what makes me assume that they are ready. They both look almost the same, so I'm just going to break them, at least one of them, and see what I get from it. Let's see. We got a celestial crystal that is not too shabby. We're going to need to up the size of it, and we got at least a piece of stardust back, which is good. We got our stardust back. So I guess there is a random chance, I'm not sure the percentage, of being able to get an extra piece of stardust back from this. So let's see here. And we got an extra piece of stardust back from that one. And we got a nice crystal out of this. So I'm wondering if the crystal I put in is a crystal, is equivalent to the crystal I take out. I'm not so sure. I think it's random because I never had one that had 63 cutting before. But we're going to test it on this next one. It'll be our little challenge on the next one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another crystal here. And let's see here. We want something that's decent enough. See, I made this one. It was terrible. It was terrible. But that's the one we're going to use. It's got terrible purity, terrible cutting, but it's got awesome size. And I didn't mind it that way. I actually made it that way. So let's go here. We're going to run some tests upstairs. So I'll be right back once I get upstairs. So here I am. I made it upstairs. And let's see. What do we got here? We got this one rock crystal here. And we got our other beauty here, which is almost maxed out. We're going to try to max it out. We got plenty of Starlight liquid to use for this. Just throw that down in there. And we're good to go. Now this one, on the other hand, we're going to put it with some Stardust. We're going to build a little area to use here. I'm thinking about surrounding it in limestone on this one. Just for fun. Because we can. Like so. Okay, so let's grab a bucket of liquid Starlight. And we'll put it right in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to drop one of these in there. And one of those in there. And that wasn't supposed to happen. There we go. So now it's in there. Now you'll notice it's got a separate particle effect. I want to see if I can show you without getting too close. There we go. You see the purplish blue? It's coming off there, that deep violet or whatever it is. That is its particle effect for it changing. Similarly to this one's the white one, as you can tell. So what I want to eventually do is we're going to set this up and put this over here. We're going to build another identical pool like this one over there, because we'll do two at a time with our beautiful rock crystals. Now you'll notice that once it stops going here, you have your small little celestial crystal cluster that we just got to wait for. I'm not entirely sure how long it takes, but it takes a minute. Okay, so we have size 400 and purity 90. This sucker is almost maxed out. It is going to be amazing to use in a particular tool or in an item, and I can't wait to use it. So now we have not an unlimited supply of Stardust, but we definitely have a way to continue to slowly grow our Stardust supply. Add that to the fact that we now have a way to get the liquid Starlight, and we're good. We're really good. So as you can tell, it's already growing. Up here I think it grows faster too, which I'm not complaining about. So I'm going to set up another one just right next to it, just because. And we're going to do it again. Why not? But I don't have another crystal to use aside from these really nice ones. I don't really want to use a nice one. This one will work. We'll use that one. And there we go. Oh, we need to grab our liquid Starlight. Okay, so we're going to drop that in there. We'll throw that in there, and throw that one in there. So it'll do it again. Very nice. So we got this nice platform so we can expand and do the things that will really benefit us. I'll probably make my, whatchamacallit. I can make it right now, actually. If I just go here like this, we will make our shovel just like so. And let's smack it with our wand. This will make a daggum good shovel. And it'll last us for quite a while. We can go get more rock crystals if we need it. We got a whole cave which we didn't even mine out fully because of that. Now if you look at this thing, its size is 400, its cutting is 400. It's dang near perfect with obsidian, durability, and everything. Now eventually I want to test one of these celestial crystals in there to see if they do just as good in terms of being able to make the tool, or if they do even better. Because that'd be great if they did even better, because if their size went up or whatnot. But I'm not complaining. A size of 400, that's still pretty good. Because I can throw this in Starlight 2 and its size will go up. Not higher than the original that it is right now at a point of creation, but as the cutting goes down from use, the size will go down every time I cut it. So I'm going to have to put it back in Starlight to up the size so I can cut it again. You know, to affect its durability. But totally worth it. I think we finally found a replacement for this guy. He's done 6,700 and some blocks, almost as much as the other one, and I think it's a good time to retire him, especially since if you look at that mining speed, makes all the difference. So I'm going to take 3 more crystals, and I'm going to put them together, and I'm going to make that pickaxe that is really going to be worth it. So, or I may even work on getting 3 of these, but I don't know. We'll see. There's always an opportunity to experiment, and that's what the beauty of SevTech. There's no one way to do everything, and I like that. So, I thank you guys again for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.